Oh, whoa. Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome on into stream. Unfortunately, tonight I am playing with the PNG tuber on because with this game resizes my monitor. I absolutely do not know how this is gonna affect my VTuber unless I move it to my other screen, which practically might ruin. I don't know if it's gonna ruin things on my programmer secondary monitor. So we'll just roll with it, see what happens. But tonight I'm playing another 1990s FMV puzzle game, which is actually by the same publishers of the Myst series, Cyan, who have been taken by Ubisoft, of course. Anyways, aside from that, let's see who we have in the chat, shall we? If you like your name called out, please shout yourselves out. Otherwise, shout out to the lurkers. We have a... Oh, no, wait. No, it's Red Orb that was taken by Ubisoft, not Cyan. So, yeah, Red Orb was the publishers for Riven, the sequel to Myst. These are the same devs... No, the same publishers for this game that I'm playing right now. But Shernio, hello, how are you? Thank you for doing first. Xylant, hello, how are you? Intimidator, hello, how are you? Racing Fan, how are you doing? Matt Mecker Pika, how are you? Paul, hello, how are you? Who else am I missing here? Chameleon, hello. Shout out to lurkers in chat as well. You guys are absolutely amazing for stopping on by and showing that support. And I'd also like to address an offline follow as well. Thank you so much to Felomon Wolf. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Blueberry Porker Squad. Now, this is something new to you guys, and probably a game you guys never heard of before. So let me go in and give you a little backstory and detail on what this game is about. So this is the third game in a trilogy of another of one of Presto Studios' series called the Journeyman Project. This entire game focuses on a distant future where a organization called the Temporal Security Agency is created to protect the very fabric that is time travel, as well as protect the space-time continuum, after an invention created by a man known by Dr. Elliot Sinclair. After word is reached of outer space, to outer space of our distant future achievements, the symbiote tree of space decides to visit Earth and try to bring us Earthlings into a world of peace. Sinclair, on the other hand, sees this as bad and decides to go back in time to try and ruin things. Unfortunately, this creates a time loop of which our character, Gage Blackwood, Agent 5 of this temporal security agency, has to go back, stop Mr. Sinclair, and put him away in a distant moon jail called Vega Thalon, which at this point, Sinclair is still on board that prison to this day. Fast forward a couple of years later to Journeyman Project 2, where a future... what is it? Fast forward a few to Journeyman Project 2. Was it Buried in Time? I think it was. I'm gonna have a quick look here for a second. I think it was Journeyman Project Pegasus Prime. I remember that. Yes, Journeyman Project 2, Buried in Time, focuses on a future self of Gage Blackwood has come back 10 years earlier to meet his past self and let him know that he has been framed by a fellow agent, Agent 3, who we will know their name later. After a while of trying to go back through time and try to clear our name, we also meet an artificial intelligence. Yes, not that artificial intelligence, not our modern artificial intelligence, by the name of Arthur, who guides us throughout the game until he decides to infect himself inside Agent 3, which forces both of them back in time to unknown parts, of which we will find out this game. But of course, after some time of clearing the name, Gage had to be mind-wiped, sending him back to his original time and with no memory of what happened then. So, we go into Journeyman Project 3, Legacy of Time, much later, where now we have to deal with, the aftermath of all the events that have happened, as well as everything connecting together. The reason why I'm playing this game instead of 1 and 2 is because this game looks a bit more cleaner in terms of how it will be streamed, and I feel like you guys will have more quality compared to the rest of it. I'm not entirely sure how 1 and 2 handle on a screen like mine, so I guess you guys are gonna get 3, just 3. And this is similar to my previous playthrough of Through Abandoned, where I only played game number 3 instead of 1 and 2, only because, yeah, that was what I was given. This time, the reasons are different. But anyways, on the note, I guess we're ready to start. But first off, I'm going to point out that, yes, this is also going to be posted to YouTube, so YouTube folks, hello and welcome to the first Journeyman Project 3 stream VOD. Trilogy speedrun by skipping 1 and 2. Yikes. Now, which is funny to say because I also have a specific screen. Does the screen still work? No? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is intentional, and you'll see why in a minute, why I have the screen zoomed up so much. Because what happens if I use the AI voice to recite the entire B-movie script? I swear to God! Anyways. The reason why this is so zoomed in like this is because this game likes to mess with my aspect ratio, so in order to do that, I have to adjust accordingly. So you're gonna expect me to have this for a while. Also, this game is so old that it does require saving. And because of that, I am enabling Save Stupid. Please don't redeem it now. Wait until the game so that I can have actually use it. But anyways, I shall get this game going. Let's dive right in. I'll start with this intro just so you guys can understand what's going on. Indeed it is. It is before the days of autosave, indeed. Although this is necessarily something I would love to see remade soon if I like this. I definitely liked this from the first time I played it.
La 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 la! I can't hear you. I'm not listening.
If you hadn't infected my suit, we wouldn't be stranded here in this forsaken...
I object to the term infected. Some of my best friends are viruses. I prefer the term sublet.
Get the hell out of my suit, you annoying little bug.
That's Mr. Little Bug to you. And I would love to leave this rapidly ripening Robbie the Robot fat suit, Miss Au Natural, but it appears that we are stuck with each other. Besides, there's nothing stopping you from leaving my suit.
Actually, Arthur, that's not a bad idea.
What are you doing? You took me serious? You're not supposed to do that. You'll be unprotected. Don't drink the water!
Anybody recognize that voice? Interesting stuff. Oh boy.
Commander, I'm receiving a priority message from Frontier Outpost Helm.
On main screen.
The vessel has ignored all hailing attempts. All electronic systems were disrupted when it arrived. Our station is beginning to drift. Any symbiometry ships within this sector, please assist.
Can we make it there in time?
No, sir, we're too far. Scanners indicate that there's a large vessel next to the outpost. Wait. Commander, I'm detecting a huge displacement wave emanating from the space around the vessel.
Oh Lord, there must be thousands.
There are more ships appearing on the border.
All systems are shorting out. Energy levels are up, escape!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Outpost Helm, this is the Science Vessel Oracle. Please respond. Can you hear me? Helm, this is the Science Vessel Oracle. Please respond. Are you reading me? Please respond. Helm, this is the Science Vessel Oracle. Can you respond? Do you hear me?
They have returned.
Yes. 90s CGI. What was possible back then? It could, well, I'm pretty sure today's modern technology would easily be able to recreate something like this. If given the right tools. And yes, before I go any further, I would like to. Oh, can you guys see the screen? Because I can't see too much of the of my own stream myself. Something's up with the stream while the top corner of it's showing. Shifted to the right or something. Yeah, let me see what I can do here. I think... Off-center for me, a little bit of the right side, most of the... Okay. Okay, so I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. I'm gonna see what happens if instead of using this display capture, I use this one. This is a little trial and error here. Is it still cut off? The ball's hardened! Malachi, thank you so much for hardening the balls with your biddies! But it's tiny on the stream? And I can't even tab out of this either. Oof. Alright, let me quit again. I'm gonna see what I can do about,
The pipes are broken! Oh, ow, oh, getting dizzy, blacking out, oh, jeez, oh!
Alright. No, not for my library. I'm actually done with my, my snip program anyways, so I can get rid of that. Excuse me. I think I know what happened. Maybe if I do this. Let's see if that helps. Is it better? Is it any better? I know there might be some black on the right side, but it's the only way I can get this game to work proper. Much better? I'll put my trust in you guys. So yeah, it's gonna have to be like a little red herring right now because of the way the screen does its thing. So unfortunately, it has to be the way it is. Anyways, new game.
Remove the power cores.
But sir...
You have your orders, Dalton.
Also, hi Malachi, how are you? So good to see you.
Hold it, Will.
Agent Blackwood. The decree was just handed down from the Earthworld Senate.
We can't just shut everything down. This is insanity. We have a responsibility to safeguard history, Commissioner.
That responsibility has been revoked. All time travel operation has been suspended. Gage, this comes from higher up.
What about Agent 3? She's still out there hiding in the stream. We already know what she's capable of. We can't shut down TSA with her at large.
The Agent 3 case has been closed. There's no evidence she's survived. We've scoured the time stream for a month and turned up nothing. She's gone, Gage.
She knows exactly how we coordinate pursuit missions. With her training, she could easily be avoiding detection. We're making a tragic mistake, Jack.
I have orders to deliver all jumpsuit cores to the World Senate. I will appeal there and fight this with all my influence. Until I settle this, I need you to uphold the suspension and take command of the TSA. Can I count on you, Gage?
Yes, sir.
I would love to pause, but I can't. Right now, I can say that the one who claimed a virus, they were a virus, that is the voice of comedian. Oh, wait a sec. That was the one who claimed a virus. That was the voice of comedian Matt Weinhold. Just having live action video was thrilling in a game. Wow, it's like I'm playing a movie. Malachi, my MeTuber is not working tonight.
Thomas. Elliot, your fears have been confirmed. The Cold Valas have returned.
Oh, I should have told him more when he came. Now my people, my planet, are in terrible danger. Old friend, I need you to do something for me.
Oh no!
Goodbye, old friend.
Oh no!
May you find peace at last.
One thing I didn't tell you, Gage. You're gonna have to do the rest without me. I'm the virus. Thanks for the adventure. I'll see you on the other side.
What's going on? What did you do? What did you do?
What did you do?
What are you still doing here, Gage?
I was hoping to jog some memories of this. It's strange. I don't remember anything of Arthur.
It's not strange at all. You were mind-wiped. Those synapses, those memories are gone. Those events had to be selectively erased.
I know I shouldn't remember him, but I feel an absence I can't explain. When Agent 3 captured me, Arthur sacrificed himself to save my life. From these logs, I can tell we endured a lot together.
Mm-hmm.
I can't recall a single moment.
That's it. She just hooked up the pipeline. I need it. I'm gonna swim up and see if I can stop her.
Good, you're awake. Don't bother trying
Gage,
to
you gotta
get
see
your
this.
suits disabled. I've got
Thallon Prison. It was only 10 years ago today that his plot to assassinate the Cyrolan delegate during Earth's induction into the Symbiotry was thwarted by the heroics of Gage Blackwood, Agent 5 of the Temporal Security Agency. Sinclair will be remembered as both the greatest scientist of our time and as the greatest threat to Earth's history.
Of course.
Once again, Dr. Elliot Sinclair, the father of time travel, has died at Vega Thallon Prison.
Uh-oh.
Not now!
I've pinpointed the rip. Origin Mediterranean 1262 BC. It's caused a... Gage, there's a temporal distortion wave heading towards the president. It's amplifying exponentially.
Agent 3, she's finally made her move now. The TSA is completely crippled. Will, you have to install a new core for my suit.
Commissioner Baldwin took all the cores. We don't have time to construct a new one.
There must be something. What about reactivating the Pegasus device?
That old time machine? Not a chance. It's been shelved for years. Gage, we're suspended. We don't have many options.
Forget the suspension, Will. That wave will rewrite history. There must be a way to stop it. You're hiding something from me. Damn it, Will. Tell me how to go back while there's still time.
There's one very dangerous possibility. Follow me. I'm not supposed to show this, even to you. But under the circumstances, well, here it is. The chameleon jumpsuit.
Was there a game here? Yes.
How long have you been keeping a secret from me?
I began working on the prototype about a year ago. It utilizes holotechnology, allowing an agent to assume any virtual disguise in its database. It was intended for your deep time research unit.
Someone performed a stream dive with it?
You'd be the first, but I suppose that's nothing new. Gage, if you go, Commissioner Baldwin may never grant you another command again, or worse.
Baldwin knows it's my job to preserve history, Will. He'll understand. If he doesn't, then I guess I'll be cellmates with Agent 3 when I get back.
Alright, now we're back in game territory.
All right. There's no time for a full diagnostic, but I need to see if the chameleon system works. You should now see a display within your helmet. Move your cursor over me. Use it to capture my image. Hurry. Good. Now my image is in your image database. Remember, you can only assume a form that is native to a time zone, which means you'll have to capture someone else's form when you're in the past. Also, you'll need to know how to initiate a temporal jump. There's a display at the top of the helmet that shows the date and the current time zone. Activate that and choose a location. You should only have one, the source of the distortion wave at 1262 BC.
Done. I'm just gonna run right into it because I can't do anything here anyways.
That's it. The rest is up to you. Good luck, Gage.
Here we are. But yeah. So old graphics. Such a wow. But still. The past, the past. Anybody remember that South Park? Anybody remember that if anybody knows South Park, does anybody remember that one episode where they claim that someone I'm trying to remember the episode, but it was about a future self thing. Yeah, the future self episode, yeah. I'm reminded of that suddenly just from looking at this, really. But, yeah. My challenge tonight is not to utilize Arthur as much. And for those that aren't aware, Arthur is the artificial intelligence we'll be meeting soon enough, who is also the guy that saved our lives back at Journeyman Project 2. So, we landed in what looks to be some remote island in of course, the Mediterranean Sea. And, yeah. Doesn't look very civilized, does it? Guess the only thing I can really do is just walk forward. Uh-oh. Okay, I see what's being done here. Well, at least we found Agent 3's suit, Michelle's suit. But what's it still doing out here? In the first cutscene, we did see Agent 3 removing the suit, so in hindsight, there shouldn't be anybody in here, but how is it still operating here? Anyways.
Gage, remember the smooth, sultry voice? It's me, Arthur! The Robin to your Batman, the Jekyll to your Heckle, the Thing to your Thing. Why the long face? You remember me, right? Dimples! Remember the...
No.
From your blank stare, I would say that you don't. Oh well, I'm not hurt. But if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a look around and make myself at home. While I'm checking things out, I have a message from your pen pal. Agent 3? Yes, Miss Joy. She left it for whoever found the suit.
Oh?
My jumpsuit's the cause of the distortion wave. Once Arthur sends it to the TSA, the crisis will be over. I know everyone believes I'm a traitor, and I can't change that now. But what I have discovered is so incredible that I'm willing to turn myself in. But I can't risk being imprisoned before my discovery's investigated. So, you will follow my trail and see what I have seen. I have hidden 3 pieces of a time code that will lead you right to me. The first code piece is hidden in this environment, not far from here. Arthur has the coordinates for the other 2 time zones. You will soon figure out why I placed the codes where I did. In 2 of the environments, you want to go to the highest vantage point, but in the other, go to the lowest. I implore you, keep your eyes and your mind open, and remember that your first duty is to history.
The good news is, I know why you don't know me. The bad news is, you were mind-wiped. 2 months ago, you were taken from the past to help save your neck in the future. Together, we stopped Agent 3's plot to frame you. But I got zapped into the time stream with her in the process. Once your name was cleared, the TSA sent you back to your own time without any memory of the adventure, so you don't remember me. But we're back now. Together, we'll find Agent 3 and bring her back alive. Oh, this will be more exciting than a pair of pants full of geckos. Just like before, I'll display icons for you to talk with me. If I have a comment, the thought icon will illuminate. If you want my sage advice, check the light bulb and see if I have any help. Oh, and I took the liberty of moving into the old translator biochip. So, I'll be your universal translator now. The new coordinates are in your jump menu. Lead on, Gage.
Oh, of course! Of course! Da Vinci Code Sci-Fi Edition? I would say that, definitely. I mean, Da Vinci Code Time Travel Edition, question mark? Anyways, I'm gonna do a challenge this time around. The last time I played this, I actually used both the thought bubble and the light bulb. But for this playthrough, just to give you guys a real challenge, I'm gonna avoid using the light bulb in any way, shape, or form. So you're only getting the thought bubble from Arthur, like this one.
According to history, this uncharted island never existed. However, we are relatively close to Thera, an island that erupted in a huge volcanic explosion a few hundred years ago. The crater it left became the island of Santorini. The destruction of Thera had far-reaching consequences. From about 1950 to 1450 BC, the Minoans of Crete ruled the Mediterranean during the golden age of their civilization. When Thera erupted around 1450 BC, volcanic ash from 70 miles away covered Crete, while tidal waves flooded the island cities, wiping out the great Minoan nation. It was later proposed by archaeologists that the lost continent of Atlantis could have shared the same fate.
Yeah, there is partial education within this one, so yeah. But much of this is puzzle-based.
That derelict boat seems to be in a hurry to leave the island. Hold on, there's somebody on that boat. He looks familiar. Call me time-space happy, but I swear that's Dr. Elliot Sinclair, the scientist who invented time travel. The guy you put away for 10 to 20 at Vega Thalon. He could be Sinclair's distant cousin. And you know what that means. Baldness is hereditary.
I would want to imagine that that's the same guy. I mean, I'm pretty sure, but if that's the case, how in the hell, if that is truly the case, then how in the hell did Sinclair live that long? Or did he just disguise himself to make himself known throughout, inside this area? There's gotta be something about this little time period that actually helps us out. Anyways, travel through time to the area.
That rope ladder is like one of your modern ladders in many respects, only more rope-like.
Yeah, the loops kind of help me out a little bit, but anyways, it could be useful later. I will definitely pull it up. I would also want to go along the lines of distant cousin as well. So yeah, the gaping hole in the wall is kind of something I glossed over while doing this, so yeah.
That building was not dilapidated from natural erosion. I would say that it looks freshly smashed. Who would have it in for a windmill?
You can definitely see from the technology here that the windmills of this thing were not necessarily automated. They were, I guess, human-powered in a way? Question mark? We'll have to see when we go up the steps. Which, if you can already tell, it's fucking destroyed. But there's also good reason why I could definitely just say, hey, I'm stuck here, but no! There's a reason why I grabbed the rope earlier. And it's for this. Well, looks like we're not going back now.
Oh no, the stairs are wasted. My parents are gonna be pissed.
But yeah, that voice you heard of Arthur, that is, like I said from the cutscene, for those that haven't heard it, that was comedian Matt Weinhold. Before I go up, yeah, you can definitely tell how ancient this fucking thing is. And more destruction. But a thing we can open. Also, yeah, it might be beneficial for me to just go around here and see. At some point... I wouldn't be too surprised. Hello? Oh god. At some point there was definitely some sort of mechanism that would control this thing, but it looks broken anyways. But anyway...
This island isn't deserted, it's been attacked. Something destroyed the city's seawalls and flooded it.
Yeah, that's definitely not, it's definitely not, natural destruction, for sure. Anyways, before I continue, we started low and went high. Remember that Michelle of Agent 3 said, go to the highest vantage point in 2 of these time periods. This is the highest point after all anyways. So, without further ado, I already spotted it right here. Let's just get it and see what happens. Hello, Funky Joe, how are you? So good to... What the fuck? Solar eclipse at this hour? Oh no.
That Cyrolan ship completely leveled that building. But the Cyrolans are supposed to be the good guys. The founders of the Symbiotry. Why would our allies attack? We need to get to the bottom of this. Let me check out the time code. The time code you found is 1/3 of a temporal coordinate. With the other 2 pieces, I can triangulate Agent 3's location.
Well, you found one of the codes. I assume I have your interest piqued. Now, find the other pieces. There's still much more to see.
The nerve of her! Coming in here, taking over my space. Next thing you know, she'll be cleaning up my workbench.
Oh my god! Arthur, are you serious about that? Anyways.
We're in a null time pocket, Gage. If this place was a verb, it would be regurgitate. Agent 3 and I discovered it when we were thrown into the time stream. Not a terribly exciting place to honeymoon, but I figured it was safer than where we just were. Gage, I think you're good for about 900 more flushes. Gage, help! We're trapped inside your screensaver!
Oh, the nerve of this comedian, I swear. Anyways, with this time period out of the way, we go to the next one. Let's go to South America.
Either Agent 3 has sent us to languish in a deep well, or we shrank into your turtleneck.
Funky Joe, the voice you just heard was that of comedian Matt Weinhold. I wanted to say hi before I go to work. Have fun at work.
If this is a well, then one of my wishes is to be in a bigger well. Maybe we could use that rope and bucket to send a message to the surface. Something like, "Help us, we're new to this time-traveling thing," or, "Please fill the well with stairs."
I, wouldn't be too surprised if you ask me, but... Okay. First off, lever. But it's busted. There is something we can move, though. And up we go!
Next time we vacation in the past, I'll bring my swim trunks. So what's next? Bungee jumping off the pyramids? Bull leaping in Crete?
Oh god! Look, some of the craziest stuff Arthur thinks about. I swear. Oh, I did spot a thing just now while pulling out. Oh, there's a wheel here. It might be useful, we'll see.
Did you hear that noise? Sounds like there's some kind of commotion going on in the distance.
Yeah, that sounds like a ram's going off. I don't know what's going on there. And some sort of electricity going off. It's not normal for this time period. Also, why am I going this way? I don't need to go this way.
Whatever tore through here seemed intent on breaking and scorching everything. From what I can tell of the remains, the former culture was very advanced, and judging from the shape of this plateau, they mastered terrace farming techniques. Although they probably should have put more time into the fire department.
Oh, you sure about that? Like, yeah, there's absolutely no way we can get across that in this condition.
How typical. Every time we go to a theme park, all the good rides are closed.
Of course!
For once, I'm at a loss for words. I can't think of a reason why those piñatas are here. Pre-Columbian South American cultures were never really known to be avid balloonists. But then again, according to my knowledge of this time period, there was no record for this civilization. The balloon closer to the ground appears to have been damaged. I can see that the higher balloon appears to be in better shape. It has an attached gondola. With the attached baskets, the natives could have used these balloons for transport.
Well, there is that. But I can do this and then... Oh, we are clearly missing something. We are absolutely missing a thing. Oh, we sent it back up! Aw, shucks. Oh well. But there's a good we can always bring it back down once we're ready to get it. But there's also a good reason why this path over here exists. And that Arthur actually just commented on the fact that this place got scorched like hell. Yeah, you can easily see that everything is just going off like wildfire right now. Yeah, your pups, I can do this! Oh, hold up.
Look, Gage, another basket case.
And that basket case is mine, thank you very much. At least for now, while I need this for a moment. Don't think anybody will use it. Given that there's nobody here. Or everybody just... I don't know. Went off into God knows where. Let's do this anyway. Let's do this again.
Not exactly the prettiest balloon, but it definitely maybe should fly. Oh my kidding, this baby's going down. Why don't you go up first, Gage, and I'll go find a shovel and dig your early grave.
Oh boy, we're thinking about the worst, aren't you, Arthur? You're already thinking of the worst.
Do you hear a hissing noise? Yes, I'm quite aware of how annoying that is.
Yes, it's definitely kind of annoying, so shut up. Anyways. Oh, there's a thing we can use. I mean, if our okay, so this was just made by us. So our time code's not here. The likely case, okay, I'm gonna put it this way: if Michelle wanted us to go to the highest vantage point in 2 locations, and we ended up in the lowest in this one, then our time code here is also in high. So the only other high thing in here is the other balloon on the other side, and the reason why I'm going up here so high is because of the obvious.
Now try not to think about the height, Gage. We're only 100 feet up. Just breathe deeply and sob into the in-flight magazine. And here we are in the skies, risking our very lives, waiting to observe disgusting mating patterns of the South American wallow swallow. Hubba hubba.
I swear.
You know, being up this high in a hastily constructed, barely navigable flying balloon, and knowing that you've never had a flying lesson, really puts things in perspective, Gage. I found that being hundreds of feet in the air makes me twice as frightened.
Before I continue, I'm gonna really quickly just do some stuff. Oh. Oh, this is for the thought. This is not for the thought bubble and the ideas. Okay, so forget that. Anyways, we have a rope. Nick, your I does. Hi, Sinbad. How are you? So good to see you. So let's clarify some things. Like I said, for this time zone, we're assuming that this is the other time period in which the highest vantage point is needed. Is where the time code is. This is the... Well, aside from this, where we just dragged the balloon down and brought it back up with us, the other high vantage point here is the other balloon across from us. We notice that there's a rope here. So now we can use this to get across. And just like that, Sinbad, the current monitor that I play games on, rescales with this specific game. As well as a couple of others. So for the purposes, I just want to, yeah.
And newcomer Gage Blackwood has roped a wild air balloon in under 6 seconds. That makes him our new rodeo grand champion.
Oh my god, Matt. Anyways. I see some time code. Let's grab it. Oh shit! Oh no! I'm just gonna let Arthur do the commenting on this one. He has a much better observation of the scene as a whole.
There were 2 different alien groups fighting over that city. I recognized the Cyrolan ship, but I have no idea who those other vessels belong to. Maybe Agent 3 can explain more when we find her. Let's look at this time code. Nice work, Gage. I'm computing the second piece now. Looks like she's pretty far. How can I tell you in terms you would understand? You know how long it takes to find humor in a Gallagher show? Well, in time-space terms, she's 1,000 Gallagher shows away. That third piece is essential to the coordinate. We need it if we want any chance to find her.
Excellent. By now you understand the importance of my discovery. Go to the last environment. The final code piece will lead you right to my position.
If she does that one more time, I'm putting up a sign that says no girl time agents allowed.
Didn't Gallagher get canceled?
Gage, this is your colon. Eat more, Bran. The whole space-time continuum concept is actually quite simple. You see, Gage, space and time are actually just floating along in a big lava lamp.
I mean, I'll be fair with you, this game was definitely made well before. Well... Guess I didn't know that... Yeah... Was actually Xylanth. Gallagher died back November 22. Anyways, sip sip, guys. But yeah, for those not aware, Gallagher was a comedian that always... if I remember correctly, didn't he have a thing about watermelons and sledgehammers? Yeah, I think that was his gig. Watermelons and sledgehammers. Prop comedy, if you will. Last destination, and I'm going to point out, we've already gotten 2 high vantage point locations. This last one, we are definitely going to have to go to the lowest vantage point for the time code. Yeah, the Sledge-O-Matic.
It's cold. I think we just arrived on Agent 3's shoulder. From the state of things, we just missed the avalanche that tore through this building.
I'm gonna pause for a minute while the ad goes. But how are you guys doing nonetheless, those of you that are, watching this and, like... I'm enjoying this gameplay. If you like that. You know what's funny about this whole resizing thing? OBS is so far, like... I'm gonna put it this way. OBS is literally so far to the right that I cannot see. I literally can't see how much time that, like... I literally can't see how long I've been streaming. I know it's been like over an hour because Stay Healthy Bot reminded me. But there will be a time where I do have to ask for an exclamation uptime. But for now, that's not needed. Oh, goodness. Epilepsy warning for those that don't like flashes. Because this is definitely thunder.
Would it be improper for an artificial intelligence to go sledding? Just one hill, Gage. Come on, it's the Himalayas. If we invent the toboggan centuries before its time, we could sell them to local Tibetans and be gazillionaires in the future. Abusing time travel how? Oh, I suppose you want to save the world. What about our needs?
Yeah, please don't rewrite history, guys. It's an idea, but protection of time is important versus all this other garbo. Anyways, a mechanism here, yes, that's missing a piece. But where does it go to is my question. We still have a thing to go down here, and this could be a way. This could definitely be a way.
I feel like yodeling.
Hi, Kenworth, I'm not stinky. Did a certain green Fulfo tell you to say that? Howler? I want to save the world. Did I travel back in time to 60s and join the Beatles in Paul's place? Wait, I said too much. Oh my god. Anyways.
The bridge control system looked like it was broken or missing a part. Let's look around outside of the gatehouse. Maybe something important was knocked away when the avalanche hit.
So, yeah, I could do that, but let's just try and brave it and see what we can do.
Good idea, Gage. That's it, we'll just climb down into the ravine, and then we'll just find a nice little hotel, and maybe have a light dinner, and then we'll maybe... Oh, Gage, give me some warning next time you try to kill yourself.
Yeah, no, we're not risking that much. I'm sorry. Travel back in time with 4 other multicolored spandex-wearing heroes to stop mutants from conquering the past. Are you making a Avengers joke, Matt? Oh, there's a lot of broken stuff down here. Oh.
Oh my, Gage. That poor man in the snow is dead. The destruction caused by this avalanche was complete. I doubt there were any survivors.
Power Inch. Oh! Oh! I mean, there is this stick he has that probably we don't even need anymore. Stole a DeLorean and traveled back to 2001, saved 3,000 people. You... Silver? Those Back to the Future references, I swear to fuck. I need to go back to that Back to the Future DLC on Power Wash sometime. Anyways, looks like this wheel might be useful. I could definitely use this. Arthur, I see the light bulb. I'm not touching it. Because I know what I'm doing. I've played this game before. Can smell it from here, stinky puppet. Stop it! And, I'm curious where this goes. Judging from this, it definitely looks like it controls that bridge, but let's have a look. Swear to God, that would have taken a lot of effort just to use an entire wheel to control a single bridge. What the fuck? Then again, These people must have already been used to it anyways.
I think I was sitting on my keys.
Oh, jeez.
From what I can see of this building, I would say that it was once a Tibetan monastery. It appears to have been knocked into this ravine by the avalanche. What a terrible loss to humanity. All of this beautiful culture and architecture destroyed.
I didn't say who, I was just simply passing on vital information to the proper authorities. I'm not crying for Family Guy. I wouldn't be surprised if you actually saved that many. Nudging open window. Let's see if this thing will help us. Oh. Hi, Buddha.
Just think. If we were in the Magic Kingdom, this would be Tragedy Land.
I swear these jokes. I mean, given this game was made in given this game was released in '97, you could definitely tell the jokes some of the jokes are aged anyways.
In case of an emergency, please exit the building over the escape Buddha in an orderly fashion.
Of course you would say that. I see a thing. But yeah, just to clarify, yes, this is definitely Asian structure. It's a small world ride. Oh, I see. Anyways, time code and the last one, obviously. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Sir Rollins. They look like they mean business. What could they be searching for here? Uh-oh. Gage, if we don't leave now, the Master of the Flying Guillotine will finish us in a split second.
Uh-oh.
We've got her! Computing her position now. According to these coordinates, Agent 3 is hiding 14 days before your present time on a different planet. Possibly Jupiter or Saturn. Okay, I have her position now. Be ready for anything, Gage.
Now you know that aliens destroyed Atlantis, Shangri-La, and El Dorado. Imagine how history would have been different if those cities were spared. The TSA must know of our discovery. With the last timepiece, you should have the coordinate for my position. I will be waiting.
Let's do this.
Gage, I didn't think the TSA would send you. How can you ignore what I've shown you? Think of your duty to history.
What would you know about duty? You coming with me now?
Wait, before you arrest me. There's someone here who may convince you further.
Why do you plague me? In my final moments, you took away my lab, my life.
Dr. Sinclair, I saw you in the past. Fleeing the destruction of Atlantis. What were you doing there?
Atlantis! You saw its destruction. Then you know that the most beautiful city in history was destroyed by our benevolent protectors.
Yes.
Oh.
I saw it all, Elliot. But why did the Sorolans attack? They're our allies.
They raised Atlantis. It was an unrelenting fire. When the Sorolans came back 10 years ago, I tried to warn Earth.
Silver,
but
no.
Nobody would listen. And I was imprisoned. By you. For my foresight.
I need to know more. Who were the Sorolans fighting?
Long ago, I believed in higher powers. I took it as my purpose to heal and shepherd the world. But the world turned its back on me. And this is my reward for a lifetime of faith. Goodbye, Agent Blackwood.
Elliot.
Oh no, Silver! It's not Transportation Safety Administration. I'll explain after this.
Can anyone around here follow orders? William, the chameleon prototype was top secret. You're in this just as deep as Gage is. You can't imagine the trouble you've caused us. Lock her up! I should throw you in with Agent 3 for insubordination. But the truth is, I need you. We're in the middle of a crisis. The Breaker Quadrant was attacked only hours ago.
What? There hasn't been an attack on the Symbiotry in decades. Do we know who?
We haven't been able to identify the ships. They smashed through our frontier outpost. They're on an intercept course for Earth. The Sorolans have cautioned us to ready our planetary defenses, and are here to offer their support and counsel.
Gage Blackwood, I am Gisela, the Sorolan ambassador to Earth. In this time of crisis, we have come to ask you for your aid.
Those same ships have been on Earth before! They were fighting your people, Ambassador! Gage, tell them what you saw!
Hell, is she still here? Get her out of my sight!
Agent 3 is right. While I was in the past, I saw a craft similar to that when battling Sorolan ships. I was in Atlantis, Ambassador. I know what your race did.
What the hell are you talking about, Gage?
Be calm, Commissioner Baldwin. My government has never permitted me to admit this. In your distant past, we defended your planet against a savage race, the Quothalas. When my race was young, an elder race called the Sosequi had already passed. They left only whispered legends of their legacy, a relic that contained their vast knowledge. A trail of legends led us to Earth, and it was at Atlantis that we met the Quothalas. After words of peace failed. We both fought with a frightening passion for our birthright. When one of the Quothalas ships landed near the temple, we had no choice but to destroy the city. We still believe that action saved your world, and many others.
Your quest for the legacy has resulted in the destruction of 3 civilizations from our history.
The Quothalas were butchers! We saved your Earth from enslavement!
Oh.
After the destruction of Atlantis, we battled the Quothalas hordes for centuries. Twice more during your history, the Legacy's influence resurfaced in the form of 2 highly advanced human cultures. Sadly, each of the cities were destroyed in brutal battles. After the 3rd city fell, we were able to crush the Quothalas. We assumed they were gone forever.
Commissioner, I'm receiving a message from deep space.
Earth. You must turn over the legacy and time travel technology, the birthright of the Quothalas. If you do not, there will be dire consequences.
Oh no.
The situation is desperate. The Symbiotree defense fleet is scattered, and the Quotha-Loss Armada more formidable than ever. That is why we have come here. With the Legacy, we may be able to stop the Quotha-Loss. Without it, the Symbiotree might not be able to protect Earth this time.
You need us for our time travel technology. You're asking us to go back to the cities before their destruction to search for this legacy.
Let me go back, Commissioner. I've been to the cities. I can find this legacy. At the very least, it will give the Earth a bargaining chip with the Quothalis.
You wouldn't even know where to start looking.
In each of the cities, the attacks seem concentrated over the central temples. The legacy may be hidden in one of them.
Doesn't look as though we have much of a choice. But this is going to happen our way, Ambassador. This will be an Earth investigation only. The Earth government will be made aware of everything you've disclosed.
My government should not have kept this from you for so long. I hope this will not hurt the kinship between Cyril and Earth.
Very well, Gage. I'm sending you on a mission to search for this legacy.
William, program 3 jump coordinates to each of the 3 cities approximately 1 day before they will be destroyed.
They should be uploading to your suit in a moment.
How will I know this legacy when I see it?
All of the Cyrolan legends describing the legacy are vague. This pendant is an ancient Sosequi relic that our archaeologists discovered on another planet. We believe this symbol is a Sosequi marking that represents their legacy. The true legacy might also bear this mark. Good fortune, Agent Blackwood.
Indeed. Good fortune indeed. Matt, I have the list right here before we get started on the next journey. The list here, Jerry Rector as Gage Blackwood, Michelle Scarabelli as Agent 3, Daniel Mann as Commissioner Baldwin, David Fenner as William Daughton, Graham Jarvis as Dr. Elliot Sinclair, Matt Weinhold as Arthur, and a bunch of other names that we'll try to look out for later.
Meanwhile, back at the Batcave... Gage, tell me honestly, you're really the only guy that works here, right?
Yeah. As I would say this is more of an indie game, and they didn't have much budget for actors, so yeah. Not much of recognition. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the save file now. Make sure it's up there. Yup. I'm gonna hit the save file now before I forget. And at this point, if you guys want me to save, do redeem Save Stupid. Anyways, our first mission. You know what's gonna be funny? We're gonna need all 3 of these time periods for this entire mission. So let's just start at the Mediterranean Sea for now and see what happens. I see, the beautiful city.
The inhabitants of the city were ingenious. See the series of concentric seawalls? It looks like they built a canal and a lock system to control the water level within the city. They've drained out the crater to expose more usable land. But if they're reclaiming land, why did they keep the water level high in the center? What an incredible city. Quite a difference from the aquarium we saw on our last visit. Judging from the caldera crescent shape of this island, I would gather that it was once an active volcano. If Agent 3 was right, and this really was Atlantis, then it surpassed even the most fantastic legends of its existence.
You can also see the vast landscape that surrounds the city from when we were last here a day later than this. Oh god! Welp! Hold on a second. There! I don't have to worry about it now! Interesting. Luckily it didn't crash, so we're good news on that. But yeah, this is, I believe in the writings of... Nature Pups, I can do this. I'm sure Arthur's gonna explain it later, but I remember, I think in the writings of Plato, he basically describes the city of Atlantis in this form, like the concentric circles type thing, with one ring composing of one level, and then another ring with another level, and then the center ring comprising of all of the worship area, like the temple area, like this one right here, which would be close enough to what we're aiming for here.
That door might be a trap. Door.
Although, if it were me...
We have a lot of ground to cover, so if you get stuck, we can always time jump to another environment. Don't fret. I'll log the precise coordinates so when you choose to return, we'll appear exactly on the spot where we left.
So, here's the other thing. I know Plato wrote about this fabled lost city, lost continent, but if I'm gonna be a little careful here about this, but if anybody first read Plato's work as their first Greek reading, then would you care to say all ancient Greeks were crazy enough? Again, it's in writing, so... Where does stuff have happened?
Igor, pull the first lever. I need a lever that won't drive me crazy.
I swear to God. But, I'm actually gonna... Wait a minute.
Figuring out what all these gears do will be like looking for a needle in a place where you wouldn't normally find needles, like a balloon factory, or a bakery, or a cheese shop. Can I start this over?
Shush! Fun fact, Matt Blindhold had a lot of bloopers for this game, and some of them actually made it. Anyways, I'm gonna do a more modern joke for this one and just say, pull the lever, crunk! Wrong lever! Also, the gears are missing. That one's going in the highlights. Oh! Okay. Apparently someone just left them there. I'll have to pick them up later, but for now, this.
Another trapdoor. Looks like the only exit. Unless you want to jump out the window.
I have no other choice. There is... Look, seems like the only way out anyways. Think I know how to fix all this. Do it. Oh my God, Matt! I know what you're talking about. Let's do the time warp again. Oh God. Yep, the ancient technology from before.
Whoa, stop gauge. That must be the keeper of the windmill. Since you don't have any Atlantean guises in your chameleon database, it might be wise to meet him later. Let's find another way around.
Darius, how are you doing? So good to see you. Also, not Newt, save that for Sebi. I'm actually not going to go that way. It doesn't appear that, our friend will be, well used to the suit that we're in right now. And for record, yes, what Arthur was talking about is, for those that missed it, yes, this game uses the form of a chameleon suit, which is basically like a camouflage for the time period, which allows the assumption of a disguise that actually copies another person in the environment. So you're basically posing as another person just to interact with the people inside. Didn't Arthur have a thought somewhere? I need to keep looking. Oh.
The gears of progress. Look at how they turn. The gears of Gage's mind. Smell them as they burn. See, a little poetry. Cute? No.
I feel insulted. I absolutely feel insulted. Anyways. The gears may turn, and, yeah, right lever this time.
A few more turns, Gage. Heave! Put your back into it, laddie.
I'm sure we'll find it soon. Passing it. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Out we go. And broken sail. And there's one other thing we gotta do. And I don't think I need to do anything else here, so let's just do this. Hoi!
The first description of Atlantis in literature was from Plato in a series of discussions from his works Timaeus and Critias. According to Plato, Atlantis was a utopia that existed somewhere in the Western Ocean. It was never known whether Plato was actually describing the fabled lost continent or fabricating an elaborate concept to help prove an argument, as he was known to do. We shouldn't stand here for too long. From up here, we're likely to be seen. Oh, hi down there! Who, us? Just a couple of windmill repairmen doing their job. Gage, quick, show me your butt crack. Anyway, we should find a guise quickly before we really are spotted.
Arthur, can we not... Can we not go that far, please?
Go on, Gage. Take a flying leap.
As you say. From here, it looks like we have two places we can actually go. Like, we have... You can't really see it, but from down there, there's a lot we could...
Remember, don't look down. I told you not to look down. Now you better use the umbrella.
Hush. You won't see it, but there is something we can climb down here. And then there's that sail we could jump to. I think I'm gonna go for the sail. Let's see what we can do. Oh!
The writings on the sail on the back of that docked boat tell me it's Egyptian. Let's see, I think it reads, "My other ship is a barge?"
Oh. Okay. Maybe this isn't the place we need to be. But here. Indeed. Although, how in the hell... Okay, I wonder how anybody can see us from up here. This is audible stuff, after all. Anyways, down we go. Looks like
Avast, ye landlubbers. Ye face Arthur the Terrible and Blackwood the mildly terrible but still righteous mom. Strike ye colors and prepare to be boarded.
Don't mind me, I'm feeling particularly naughty today.
Looks like he's gonna have to jump or not. No, no, probably not. We're not that risky. Also, hello? Okay. Can I just point out? Can I just point out for a second that this game, remember how we said we're gonna need to use all 3 times? Little I knew it for you. When all I knew is for you, Silver. Remember when I said we need to use all 3 environments for this particular, like, game? Or this section of the game?
Look at that clock. This ship must have been hauling silk, among other cargo.
Yeah, the comment from Arthur actually describes it. It's silk. The Silk Road was very famous during the ancient days of, ancient China. So, if anything, this we might not be able to use it here, but it will be useful elsewhere.
Luffy, what kind of cruise ship is this? No skipper, no Marianne, no professor? Probably no shuffleboard or holes in the hull. I'm leaving.
Ha! I would love to see you try. Alright, where's there a place to jump off?
Captain's log, stardate 1262 BC. On a routine expedition, we've stumbled upon a
Sorry, Gage, but you can't go any further. There's a native just out of sight ahead. You're going to have to assume a chameleon guise before you can go that way.
Captain's log, stardate 1262 BC. On a routine expedition, we've stumbled upon a strange Atlantean vessel with no crew. I'm hoping to rescue a naive alien mermaid shackled within the brig of this ship.
Okay. Anyways, hello? Can I get off this, please? Bah! Bah! Hi, Slushy, how are you? So good to see you. Oh, thank God we got off that ship. We're gonna need that ship later. But for, no, I didn't want to get back on! Oh, also. Oh, a random spear. We might be using that later. PNG mode? Yeah, I'm gonna explain carefully for you guys. I normally have my VTuber turned on, and I use my main screen. Oh, hello, whoever that is. Anyway, I normally have my VTuber turned on and on my main screen. My main screen. I'm gonna try to think about this. My main screen right now is currently resized to accommodate this game, so I can't really do much with it, and I don't know how badly it would mess with the VTuber. I could alternately put it on the second monitor, but that's where my CPU is running, and I don't know how bad it would mess up the CPU with how much memory it's going to be wasting for it. So, right now, I don't know what's going to happen if I do that. So, for now, you're getting PNG. Which is funny because... Slushy, thank you so much for the hydration. Sip, sip. Brace you up, yards, a crack at a decade. Dan is a day worth living for. Oh, Barbosa.
Emotional damage.
And Slushy, thank you for the posture check. Ugh. Yes, 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 I'm coming for you, laddie. This is an interesting guy.
Coins for a blind beggar.
I wonder who this could be.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
No?
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
Nasty weather? That's strange. Even a cautious weatherman would tell you that today is a parasailing day.
No?
I'm sorry, I would have to disagree.
Really? I could have sworn I felt a star moving in. Well then, in that case, I think I'll stay here and get some rest.
I mean, I could go back and actually do this again. What if I instead said yes?
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
It would seem so, yes.
Well then, perhaps you had better move indoors. You would not want to be caught in the rain.
Coins. I'm curious now. Anyways... I'm curious about what that was about, but in all seriousness, I do need to...
I'm fairly certain that the docked ship is of Egyptian make. What would it be doing here, so far from home?
Now I have a reason for using the guys, because then I can jump here. Oh yes, thank you for stretchy, Slushy. I'm getting old. May as well go across and see what's behind here. Hello. I'm gonna use you later.
Yes?
How's that Steam Deck doing? I'm absolutely loving it. For those wondering, I got a Steam Deck for... I'm trying to remember. I got a Steam Deck...
The pipes are broken! Oh, ow, oh, getting dizzy, blacking out, oh, jeez, oh!
Ice, hello, how are you? So good to see you. I got a Steam Deck for Christmas. And I put a few games on there, been playing it here and there. And it's not that bad. But anyways.
A few coins for a blind old beggar?
Oh, right. Right, coins. Is there not something you wish to say?
I shall, thank you, I guess.
Oh, yes, of course. Where are my manners? Thank you, friend.
No, that's not... That is to say... I fear you are not whom I was expecting.
I must go now.
Very well, then.
Expecting?
He's a cagey fellow, but I guess being locked up will do that. Still, he seems to be waiting for someone in particular.
It kind of sounds like... Here, I'm gonna put it this way. It actually does sound like there's something going on here, and it's definitely waiting on something, but... I'm pretty sure we'll have to figure things out as we go, but,
But a blind beggar.
Blind beggar, you're gonna have to wait. I'll come back to you in a minute. I hear something. I want to get a Steam Deck, but it's more expensive here in Canada. It also depends on how much you want to, like, put on it. If you're not looking for that much, game space, you'll definitely want to get the lowest possible size hard drive for it.
It almost looks like he's waiting for a passenger. The guy is some sort of ferryman. If so, he must know the lay of the land.
I'm curious. I still have my guys on. I wonder if he's gonna get me going in this case. Let's see what he does.
No, not this time. Look, I have to make a living too, you know. Try your luck with someone else.
Is this specific to this guy?
There are no other ferrymen at this dock.
Well then, I guess you'll just have to wait for one.
Rude.
No. I told you, I'm out of the charity business.
Stop!
I'll pay back what I owe you.
Oh, pay back what you owe. I guess the wine and song of the festival has loosened pockets as well as tongues. Look, do yourself a favor, huh? Keep your money and take another ferry.
So, apparently the guy we're guys at, it has a bad history with this ferryman. We'll have to see more of this little character soon enough, but I think we have someone else we can go to. Or use another guy's. There is definitely bad blood going on here. Yeah, Slushy. But if we used another guy's, what happens now?
Oh, where can I take you?
Yes. I think I have one destination in mind, but it's already yeah. I have one location in mind.
The temple.
That'll be 10 dromoi.
Luckily, I got coins earlier, so here you go. Hello.
I am Kashani, but everyone calls me Kashi. You must be the captain of the boat they captured just this morning. I know how you feel. I am a victim too. The Atlanteans captured anyone that passes by. Now, the Atlanteans have kept their city secret for over 1,000 years. Whenever a ship passes too close, they capture it and they force the crew to live here as second-class citizens. No one is allowed to leave. The rules are very strict.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, this is it. Hey, have a good day now.
Interesting enough to say the least. I will absolutely have some time here. Oh, and hi. Hello there. I think I played the demo of this. This area feels familiar to me. Yes, you know what's funny, Chameleon? I've actually played the exact same demo on the disc version of Riven, the sequel to Myst. This is exactly that demo. But the area that we're in right now is not the area that we're in. It will become apparent later when we get to it. But for now...
No second-class citizens in the temple.
Gage, you like movies about gladiators?
I mean, I've seen 300, if that's what you're referring to. The Steam Deck is... what you want is the old OLED 1 terabyte model. I have the 512 gigabit. I don't need that much space, and I'm perfectly fine with having some of my games on my PC. It's just, there are some games that I have in my library that I feel like will benefit from the Steam Deck. Even after playing on PC. That's a reference to a joke in the movie Airplane. Is it? Chameleon, Journeyman Project 3 Legacy of Time And it's on GOG. That's how I got this game.
So, why aren't second-class citizens allowed in?
By decree of the Templars.
It's followed by the question, have you ever seen a grown man naked? Oh my god.
Who is allowed into the temple?
Only native Atlantean citizens making deliveries or possessing a gold temple medallion may enter.
What kind of things get delivered to the temple?
Anything the Templars have need of. Today, deliveries are expected from the olive oil and potter shops.
Yeah, the filming in this one might not be the best quality, I'll say that.
What medallion?
A gold medallion bearing the seal of the temple. How do you expect to gain entry without one?
This guard is protecting a lock. Sort of a water elevator for boats, so they can get from one level of the canals to the next. It looks like we need to use this one to get up to the reservoir around the temple.
It probably looked better on 90s computer monitors. Indeed so, Zyland. I have a very high quality computer, and it's definitely not boding well here on this older game. I will say, yes, there are going to be places like that here. But I'm also going to tell you another thing. How am I going to say this? I just lost it.
Well, then it would seem that I'm not going to the temple.
Good day.
Oh, what a bug! I mean, that's the cost of 90s games on newer models. Anyways, I wonder what would happen if I go in as the ferryman.
No second-class citizens in the temple.
Well, then it would seem that I'm not going to the temple.
Good day.
Well, it appears that my ferryman is not going in. Also, it's gonna be funny how... Okay, I'm not gonna take the risk. I'm sorry, but our beggar over here actually has bad blood with the ferryman. What's worse for this guy? I wonder what happens if I try using him. Let's see what happens.
Padros, you blaspheme the order, and you have the nerve to come crawling back? If you set foot in the temple, they will not likely be so merciful this time. Now be gone with you, old man.
Holy fuck! Holy fuck!
I do not see you either, Padros.
Holy what? Okay, there's more to this mysterious blind man than I expected. Okay. Explanation, please.
Oh, so where are we off to this time?
So since we've learned of the oil and potter shops making deliveries, those have now been added here. But we do have one location we can go right now.
The windmill.
That'll be 10 dramoy. Do not lose hope, huh? You are not alone. Many of the non-natives refuse to live as captives. They have formed an underground resistance group and are planning to escape the island. Last I heard, they were almost ready. They will probably contact you soon if they have not already. Hey, do not tell anyone what I have told you.
Ooh.
All right, we've arrived. Thank you for your business, eh?
And you know what's funny? You know what's very funny? Is we just arrived from that dock across from us. I shall ascend the steps to heaven. Or maybe just to this windmill. Anyways. I wonder what happens. Okay. Riff from Stairway to Heaven starts playing. Alright, put the money in the bag, put it in. Oh, jeez. I wonder what happens if we intrude this guy's house with an Atlantean guard. What happens now? Hello?
How dare you burst into my home? You have no reason to be here. I must ask you to leave immediately.
Hello, I believe I may have a warrant for you?
Get out!
Okay, jeez. You don't need to be so rude. What about the ferryman? Oh no, is that a... well... Like I said, they didn't... Like I said, this is an indie game which didn't have much budget for actors, so...
Ah, Kashi. Perhaps you can tell me. The ship that was captured this morning, it was from my country. Do you know if the captain has been released?
I'm just gonna say... no.
No, I don't believe he has.
Well then, I have a need of a favor. If you could watch for him, I would be very thankful. I need to see him the moment he is released. You're not going to find any business here, Kashi. You should go back to your ferry.
Well, wait till we see what happens when he sees our guy is supposedly, quote-unquote, released. Or... we have another guys we can use.
Padros, why have you come? You were supposed to send Ahmed. Quickly leave before you're seen.
Is he calling me? Cause you know what it is? Cause you know what it is? Kashi. Cause when I approached him, I was approaching him under the disguise of the ferryman we saw earlier. Now I'm using the disguise of Padros the Beggar.
For what reason do you return? It is not time yet. Come back tomorrow.
If you say so. Not knowing tomorrow's never gonna happen in this continent. But let's see what happens when he sees that the man's been released.
Looks like nasty weather.
Oh.
Gage, he said it looks like nasty weather too. Unless the neighborhood calls the same psychic weather advisor, something definitely smells fishy in Atlantis. And it's not the tide.
Gonna slither out, enjoy your game. Chameleon, you have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping on by. Please take care of yourself.
Why does everyone keep saying that? It looks nice enough to me.
Perhaps, but the windmill keeper must be prepared for the worst.
Well, when in Atlantis, do as the Atlanteans do, I suppose. And just for kicks, I'll add "looks like nasty weather" to your dialogue repertoire as a greeting.
Indeed.
Still looks like nasty weather.
I may as well just do the opposite just to say.
Well, if you insist.
Storms can appear from nowhere this time of year.
Not exactly knowing how things work, I may as well just, wait. There's a thing here, but nothing to, help us out. Here. Let me see if... There's a thing here.
These are interesting schematics. They seem to be detailing some hidden passageway.
For now, I'm not sure what this means, but we'll figure it out as soon as we go. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I hate to make aesthetic criticisms in other people's homes, but this rug looks like a beaver exploded.
What? Oh, okay.
This looks like it should be on Shatner's head. Or it could have been on Ernest Borgnine's back.
And yes, he is referring to William Shatner.
Nice flat puppy. No real animals were harmed to create this computer-generated rug. If meat is murder, then that rug is at least a severe beating. Ch-ch-ch-chia floor. Gage, slowly reach for the shears. No sudden movements, it looks hungry.
It was for those that don't know, Xylanth. And who knows, maybe another famous Shatner could happen in so many years' time.
How many human beards had to die to make that rug?
You know what's funny is this particular rug was a joke boat for Matt Weinhold. He went ham on the jokes here. You'll definitely see a lot of it here.
The ferocious wig creature from the planet Weave waited patiently, hungrily on the ground, biding its time for its favorite unsuspecting meal, a scrumptious time travel agent.
Oh my god.
That rug looks like a... Oh, forget this. If you can think of a funny line, please write to Presto Studios, care of everyone involved, but no one who cares.
C-Bean, hello, how are you? So good to see you. Heckin' cutie. Chat, do you agree that 13th Seahawk is cute?
Although Atlantis is often thought of as a Greek civilization, there were many anthropologists who believed that Atlantis actually was derived from the Minoan civilization. Judging by their architecture, I think their guess was right.
Yes, a very cute mannequin indeed. No matter what he says. Backwards version of oh my god, Xylanth! I actually know of that! I know of that. It's weird that I do.
Where would you like to go?
I don't need to go anywhere right now.
Goodbye.
So, goodbye.
I do need my captain of the ship anyways.
So where shall I take you now, huh?
I do have one place we can go.
The dock.
That will be 10 dromoi, please.
Here you go.
You know, in Nubia, we lived on the Great Nile, and we had a saying. The river floods so that life may begin anew. Because sometimes life has a plan all its own, and there's nothing you can do. So, you might as well make the best of it. Besides, life is not so bad here. Most of the people are friendly. I have a roof over my head and food on the table. The Resistance offered me a chance to leave, but I decided to stay. No, this is my home now.
We've seen it before with any... I'll explain.
Here it is. Take care now, huh?
With any attempt at utopian government, there was always going to be some form of resistance. And we're seeing it here in action.
Those large earthenware containers strewn about the docks are called pithoi. Bronze Age Mediterranean cultures used them to hold liquids like oil and wine. When full, they would be incredibly heavy, which is why I assume they have the loading crane. And when you need a crane to unload your booze, it's time to admit you have a problem.
Okay, Arthur, I get it. IRL Jalen doesn't drink, but when you have a character that you claim drinks, someone has a problem.
Many huge terracotta pots like those pithoi were uncovered in the excavation of Knossos, the Minoan capital on Crete. Many of them ranged up to 9 feet tall and 6 feet in diameter. It's amazing they could turn pots that large, let alone fire them. All those handles were to distribute the weight over multiple ropes when they moved them.
So we're back here, and the reason is we have a dialogue that we can actually use on this shipment here. So let's have a chat.
What now?
I think the beggar is who he's expecting. We just haven't given him proof that we're the right beggar. It seemed like he was waiting for us to say something. Or maybe he was just expecting something in return for the coins. I've heard it gets pretty lonely out at sea. I must go now.
Not yet, not yet.
Very well then.
Not yet. What if... Okay, so we now have new, guises. So I'm gonna go ahead and, bring the Windmill Keeper over here.
Amun! We thought you lost at sea. But now I see the truth with mine own eyes. Your ship was captured, just as mine has been, yes?
How were you captured?
We were returning to Egypt with a full load of silk when my gaze fell upon this god-forsaken island. We sailed close for a better look, and by the time we saw the warships, all chance of escape was lost.
Make an attempt here.
Looks like nasty weather.
I've been instructed not to speak to anyone but my contact.
Well, they'll probably be back to release you soon. I must return to my windmill. We'll talk later.
Until then, I'm on.
So indeed it is that the beggar was expecting... It was the one to be expected here. It's the only other guy on this dock anyways. So anyway. Atlantean Guard here, I'm checking in on you. Just to see how you're doing in this godforsaken prison.
Must I be molested to no end? I am not some wild beast chained for your curiosity. If you will not release me, then go!
Very well, we shall be back later to...
Must I be molested to no end? I am not some wild beast chained for your curiosity. If you will not release me, then go!
Exactly, Xylanth! But anyways, we shall return later to give you your proper release. In the meantime, though... Yeah, just stay there. In defrasing Xylanth. Not necessarily for the modern day, but for ancients, yeah.
What now?
Very well.
Looks like nasty weather.
Yes. It may even rain. So you are my contact then? Were it not for these bonds, I would have been able to meet you as planned. But I have spoken to a member of my crew. He will be coming to free me later. Once I am released, I will seek you out.
I think I'm starting to pierce through the dark storm clouds of deceit. It looks like we've stumbled upon an arranged meeting between the captain and the beggar. They're using code words to communicate. I'll add the bit about it may even rain to your dialogue choices. I must go now.
Very well then.
Very well. I'm pretty sure we can use that on the beggar somehow. If ever. Actually, I remember it's not here. It's over here that we jump off. Actually, I need to get back on the ship because I don't want you guys annoyed by the random begging by the beggar. Anyways, because I need to take a bio break. Now's a good time, guys, to get yourself a beverage, a snack, whatever you guys need to enjoy the rest of the stream, but do not go anywhere. More coming when we come back. I'm biddies to test my mix-it-up and harden the... Oh, God, no! Ah!
And some queer shit.
Like, why don't we all get... Why don't we all get fooded?
And say you owe me food.
Wait.
Let's... You know what? I have an idea.
Each other food. Does that cancel it out?
A brief bio break. When I come back, we're gonna continue on this main mission into the Golden Hills. Well, there's a good reason why I'm taking a bio break.
Actually meet you for the first time.
Hello!
Yes,
Hello!
and then...
Snoot.
Boop. Oh, God! My stream clip that, please!
Hello.
And speaking of stream, I have a question from somebody in my chat. Who created the cartoon series The Simpsons? Charles Schultz, Matt Groening, Walt Disney, Tracy Ullman.
Hey, at least the good news is that scene works. Anywho. Now we go over here. So now, here's the fun bit I can do. We have many different guises we can use. I'm gonna mess with the beggar for a minute. And do a little entertainment for you guys.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Is this, I'm gonna do this. Is this kind of giving money to yourself in a way?
Thank you, friend. Looks like nasty weather.
Let me try something.
Yes, it may even rain.
Who are you? You're not the captain. Whoever you are jeopardizing the plan by talking to me out here in the open. If you have a question, I suggest you speak with Amun.
Recognition by voice. I'm curious.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
Who are you? You're not the captain. Whoever you are jeopardizing the plan by talking to me out here in the open. If you have a question, I suggest you speak with Amun.
Okay, in that case, switch to You.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
What are you doing here? Unless it is important, you should be waiting for the captain at the windmill. I will inform you if that plan changes.
Very well. Okay, then. How about you?
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
I'm gonna mess with this guy, I swear.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
Ah. Finally decided to join us, have you? Well, despite your half-heartedness, there is always room for another. The plan is to leave from the outer docks tomorrow morning.
Of course. Anyways, one more little outside adventure beforehand.
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
But why should the little rain concern us? We Atlanteans are people of the sea, after all. Now, if you'll excuse me, the festivities have left me rather spent. 4 straight days are 3 too many for a man of my years.
Huh. A festival that lasts so many days, huh? Where have we heard that before?
A few coins for a blind old beggar.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
I'm sorry, I would have to disagree.
Really? I could have sworn I felt a star moving in. Well then, in that case, I think I'll stay here and get some rest.
Oh, no, wait. No, I think we have a reason to be here.
Coins. A few coins for a blind old beggar.
If I were to go now, I would be wasting a lot of time, so let's just do this.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
Ah, good. I am glad to see that they finally let you off the ship. My name is Padros the Atlantean. Let me start by saying that I make no excuses for my people. They have no right to treat you this way. I wanted to meet with you to give you a chance to escape this prison island. There is an underground network of captives who are willing to risk their lives for a chance to return to their homelands. I have been meeting with them to organize an escape. With my knowledge of the island's inner workings, we have come up with a solid plan. We leave tomorrow, and we would like you to join us.
So what now?
Why do you call this a prison island?
Yours is not the first ship to be captured by the Atlantean fleet. The people of Atlantis go to such lengths to ensure that their private utopia remains unspoiled by invaders or trade. But what makes it a utopia for native Atlanteans makes it a prison for their second-class citizens. No one is allowed to leave. You will never see your homeland or your family again. Nor will you be granted temple rights.
Interesting.
So, what's your plan?
Your skills were impressed upon me by a fellow countryman of yours, Amun, the Egyptian. He will give you the details of the plan, and you can find him at the windmill nearest to us. When he asks about the weather, tell him it is going to be a long winter.
We're gonna use that.
So why should I trust you?
It is true. You have no reason to trust me. All I can tell you is that this may be your one and only chance to escape. If you do not take advantage of it, you may very well regret that decision for the rest of your life.
Indeed, but...
I don't know. It sounds pretty risky. What if we're caught?
Death will most certainly be the punishment for this crime. But even death is preferable to living as a prisoner.
Of course, our knowledge of these people are going to die next day. Anyways.
I'll go now.
So, the resistance develops. My friend, I need your services again.
Ah, where to now, huh?
The windmill.
That'll be 10 dromoi.
Here you go. Do we have an infinite number of these?
You are probably wondering, where is everybody? Let me tell you, they are all at the festival. Oh, such a celebration you never did see. I call it the end of the world party. Because the way they carry on, oh boy, you would think that there will be no more tomorrow. I think it's in honor of the Earth Mother. But I don't know much about their religion. Since you're not a native Atlantean, I am sure that the olive oil vendor would be happy to tell you all about it. Okay, Renat. Be careful getting out of the boat.
I'm sure we'll have loads of quality time here. So yeah, like I said, with any utopia, you are going to have some form of resistance trying to combat the sudden utopia. If we remember Not for Broadcast, in the late stages, a resistance movement was starting to develop, and that resistance was going into full swing towards the end of it. This is exactly the same kind of thing that's being developed here in this Atlantean utopia. But anyways, my friend.
Still looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it may even rain.
Padros, the blind old beggar, might agree with you.
But since we've already talked to him...
Still looks like nasty weather.
Yes, it looks like it's going to be a long winter.
Ah, good. Then the beggar has convinced you to join us, Ahmed. How long has it been? 10 years? 12? It is good to see you again, old friend. Well, now you see that my ship was not lost at sea. Surely everyone must think that. But soon, I will be able to tell them the truth myself.
Yes, I'm aware, YouTube, that I've interrupted some dialogue, but hi, Mama, how are you? So good to see you. Anyways.
How did you end up here?
In the same manner as you. My ship was captured while on a trading voyage. They brought me back here and haven't allowed me to set foot on a ship since. I had no choice but to find work on the island. Me, a man of the sea, forced to take work as a windmill keeper. Oh, but none of that matters now.
What the dog doing? The dog be solving some time travel mysteries. But Hylian, hello, how are you? So good to see you.
Who is the beggar?
He goes by the name Padros. He is an outcast Atlantean Templar.
Many years ago, while only an initiate, he was blinded and expelled from the Order simply because he expressed disagreement with their holding of the Galeth's powers. His harsh punishment was a message to other initiates who felt as he did. Do not worry that Padros is an Atlantean. He is a good man who believes in our cause.
So now we know a little backstory about our beggar, Padros, who apparently... You know the little band around his eyes, right? As a sign that he was stricken blind. Specifically because of his... disorder in the temple.
What's the Galeth?
The Galeth is the Atlanteans' most important religious artifact. They foolishly believe it has life-giving powers. So strong is their belief that they keep it hidden from covetous eyes within the inner temple. It is always protected by a guardian Templar.
What's a Templar?
I have never forsaken our beliefs for their religious nonsense, but I do know that the Templars are to the Atlanteans as the High Priests are to us.
Yes.
There were other initiates who agreed with Padros?
Yes, his best friend Saros finished Templar training and passed the rite of initiation, even though he secretly agreed with Padros. They have not spoken since.
So our friend Saros, who this guy's talking about, might be the guy we're after. If we remember from our previous visit to the Atlantean era, we managed to find a man on a ship. It looked a lot like Dr. Elliot Sinclair. We have not seen him at all. So we may find him here.
What is the final rite of initiation?
More nonsense. They say the initiates must commune with the Galeth and ask its blessing to become a Guardian Templar. Supposedly, if they are worthy, the Galeth grants them eternal life.
So, what's the escape plan?
The plan is to escape the island while everyone is celebrating the Calas Calera. But what's more, Padros and I have uncovered a secret passage to the inner temple. Tomorrow, I will escort Padros through the passage to rescue his old friend Saros and escape with the Galeth. After, we will meet at the outer docks, board 3 ships, and sail away undetected.
Nice plan.
There's an inner temple? Well, where is it, and what's your secret passage?
The inner temple lies below the main temple at the bottom of the bay. Always seawater pours down into the inner temple, powering a clockwork device. That water drains out through a pipe that passes beneath this windmill. I've broken into the pipe, and it's large enough to crawl through.
Cactus, hello, how are you? So good to see you.
Why is the plan set for tomorrow?
Because forever water flows through the pipe, except during the Calas Calera. They claim the stream is redirected by their Earth Mother. Something about the lifting the Galeth in a column of water. Whatever the reason, the channel runs dry for just 1 hour on that day.
Oh, having a knowledge of a Templar really does help the cause.
What do you mean, rescue Saros?
The sword falls swiftly upon Templars who seek to abandon the Order. Even straying from the grounds is not permitted. Now we've gotten word of our plan to Guardian Templar Saros. He has agreed to allow Padros access to the Galeth in return for helping him escape the watchful eyes of his brethren.
So, what do you want of me?
We request only that you pilot one of the escape ships.
Yes, thank you.
What is the Kalos Kalire?
I do not know much about it, only that it is a rare event. I would suggest you ask the olive oil vendor. She is always willing to spread the tainted seed of their foolish beliefs.
That's exactly what our ferryman Kashi actually said too. Thank you for that. Anyways,
I'll speak to you later, my friend.
Please. I must go up to fix the windmill, but you are welcome to stay if you like.
well, one of our guys is gone, at least. So there's something secret here, you say? This thing. I wonder. Okay, going back to that, I'm gonna really quickly do this, okay? We're gonna go over here back again real quick and go back to this little schematic. I noticed the rope, but let me go back to the schematic. If we go back in here, he said there was a secret passage that was right underneath this windmill. And judging from the schematic, you can easily see, yes, the hole's large enough to crawl through, and the mechanic must be powered by something inside the very room. To which case, I guess you could probably say... I guess I could probably say that, check my DM's important question. I may have to check for my phone. This, game's not very easy to... This game's not very easy to tap out of. Handled, thank you. I have, I'll explain it later, Hylian. I've just gotta focus on the game for now. So anyway, back to this rope. If we remember from the schematic, there was a device, there's a sort of mechanism that powered the little secret passage. I'm suspecting that this, I'm suspecting it has to deal with something in this very room. So if I'm careful with this... Hold on. Cactus!
One big giant book.
Cactus with the 10 gifted tier 1 subs. I can't even read them out because my, can I actually see it from my mobile, actually? Yeah, it's not letting me see it, but gifted 10 subs. If you guys got a gift sub, make sure you give Cactus a big heckin' thank you. And I'll read out those gift subs as soon as I can. It's just, with the screen size this low, it is really hard to see the actual, you know. So how does this work again? Oh, this hook right here. Right. Why'd the bot get the wrong name? Oh, it's bugged, Xylanth. It's bugged. I kind of need to look into it. why there was a hook there. But that sound doesn't sound pretty. Yeah, that is definitely... Oh, God! That does not look pretty.
Look at that raging current. Too bad Dutton didn't give you the salmon jumpsuit.
Why does this remind me of a Psycho Mega CD game? It's kind of that era, Cactus, isn't it? This game was made way back in the 90s. So now that we know where the thing is, we'll come back here later for the actual passage. Same makers of the OG Alone in the Dark games? No, actually, it's the same it's the same publishers behind Riven, the sequel to Myst, the same devs behind Myst 3, the later games of the Myst series, Presto Studios.
Ah, so where shall I take you now, huh?
So, for those that have played, Riven, we're entering demo territory with this next one.
The Potter's Shop.
That'll be 10 Dramoy, please.
Gonna what kind of Richter makes me squeaky? Yes, indeed. You know what's funny? I'll explain it a bit.
Here we are. Oh, watch your step now, huh?
You know what's funny? Is I'm gonna save here because I'm about to do something. But what's funny is this game is so old, and there's no windowed mode for it. There was no way for me to put it in windowed mode without some sacrifice that breaks the game. Unfortunately, I can only play this in full screen, and no way to tap out. So, for those that have played Riven, we're entering demo territory. This is the exact area that we were able to make a, well, first off, this is the demo area. Are you using a PC emulator for this? PC VM? No, I'm not. It's actually running very well on this PC, actually. I don't even need to worry about using a VM. I don't even need to at all. It just runs smoothly without any issue. Anyways, first I have a little place I need to go. Oh, I see Arthur has a comment.
Minoan artists were renowned in their day for their unique skill. They rejected the notion of rigid geometry in their work, creating beautiful art pieces that emphasized natural scenes. Minoan women enjoyed many privileges that were not extended in other civilizations of this time period. Adult women of Minoa were known to be endowed with wealth, title, and huge tracts of land.
The funny bit about this, Cactus, I would definitely look into it for a future game. The thing is, this game has not crashed at all during my playthrough, so I'm happy about that. Oh, hello, Potter. I would hope you're nice to me.
That's Mr. Atlantean 1281 BC. Still looking good, champ.
Arthur, can we not, please?
My, he has a big pot. This must be the craftsman responsible for all those monstrous pithoi around the city.
Huge tracts of land bit is a reference to Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Indeed. I'm pretty sure, during a venture, am I right? I've never seen the film myself, so I wouldn't know.
The shop is for paying customers only.
Oh, okay. Can I still pay?
Please, I am not the only potter in town. Maybe someone else can help you.
It is not. For games where modern hardware won't work for games you on PC, VM is brilliant. Yes, I attempted at one point to make a Windows 98 VM, but it's a euphemism for... Okay. I see where you're going with that, Xylanth. Okay. So... not even the Windmill Keeper either. I'm going to... let's do this guy. Actually, the Ferryman might be a wise choice. He's been around for a while. Let's see what you can do.
I am sorry. I am much too busy for customers today. Perhaps if it is not a problem, you could come back in a couple of days?
Should I?
Why are you so busy?
Oh, I have yet a dozen pots to fire before the Calas Calire celebration. Oh, it is unfair. Oh, the festival is finally here, and I am missing it because I have to make the wine amphore.
Calas Calire?
The final day of the festival? The great battle? Honestly, I am much too busy. Maybe you should come back in a couple of days.
Okay, I'm definitely asking the wrong guy about the festival.
What's in the kiln?
My pots. If I do not watch them carefully, they could crack. And if that happens, I will never make it to the festival. Oh, if only my sister would finish making the olive oil.
You have a sister?
Yes, she makes olive oil. Her shop is next door.
Oh, I am going to come back there, definitely.
It looks like you've got a lot to do. I'll just be on my way.
Things will be back to normal in 2 days, I promise.
Time for yourself and the boys to sleep. Pop by and poke the stinky fall. I'm not stinky, but you have a good night, Cactus. Thank you for stopping by. Please take care of yourself. You do have a little toy.
Normally, Gage, I would tell you not to touch anything while you're in a store. But you're older now. Go ahead, play with the machine. Yes, Mike, it's Amazing Discoveries, and this week we're showing you the amazing Play-Doh Pasta Press. It twists, it squeezes. Order now and you can make a spinach pasta, an artichoke pasta, or how about a nice linguine terracotta?
I sure hope he wouldn't mind the ball of clay as well. That definitely seemed out of place. Ow! Why? But in reality, I can easily just go somewhere here. I hear some squishing noises. Hello. But I guess I need to come in as a different person. Because we have a specific mission on our hands.
Those vases have some sort of imprint on the front.
Ow! Oh!
They could represent the
Blacking
contents
out!
or
Oh,
who they belong to.
Oh!
Those vases have some sort of imprint on the front. They could represent the contents or who they belong to.
We're gonna figure that out, but I have an idea of how this is gonna work. Because remember... Okay. So remember when in the temple, the guard said you needed a medallion or as a first-class citizen? We have the guises now, but we don't have the... It's funny, we actually don't have the proper equipment.
The double axe was the holiest symbol to the Minoans. Religious axes were used by priests to kill sacrificial bulls for their beloved earth goddess.
You know what's funny? I actually didn't see the temple doors when I was back there, so this is actually the bull and double axe symbol that would have been on there. We'll see that when we get there. But for now... But they said a gold medallion. We'll figure this out as we go, but we still have a lady to talk to. Hello, Missy. I've come for your wares.
Oh, forgive me. I wasn't expecting any customers today. I just assumed everybody would be at the festival or preparing for the Kalos Kalir. It is easy to forget that not everyone on the island shares our beliefs.
I am still curious, though.
So, what happens at the festival?
The festival is a 5-day celebration ending with the Kalos Kalir. It only happens twice in a lifetime, so everybody participates. There is always much food and wine, beautiful music, dancing, and entertainment of all kinds. It's really quite a party. But still, the thought that we would be better served by a more reverent observance lingers in my mind.
I'm curious to know about that one, but there's still this.
If you don't mind my asking, what is the Kalos Kalire?
Well, I suppose I can tell you a little bit about the Great Battle. You see, it is our belief that the Earth Mother's children await to possess her healing powers as their birthright. Tomorrow, when she reveals the source of her powers, the Galeth, they will lock together in a battle of greed that could destroy themselves and their mother altogether. This battle is called the Kalos Kalir.
Silver, thank you so much for the hydration. Sip, sip. I am suspecting something in relation to nature when it comes to this belief.
Gage, ask if she might be interested in a Pisces with a rippling disembody and a very sexy voice. Oh, like you would have a chance, Gage.
Arthur, you would never.
Emotional damage!
Silver, thank you for the posture check just before I could ask this question.
The Earth Mother's children?
The sun and the moon. Each is so certain that the Galeth belongs to himself alone that they jealously chase each other through the sky day and night, but they only come together once in a great many years.
Okay, why does this remind me of the fact that okay, we were in the destroyed Atlantis a day later during a solar eclipse. Is this what she's talking about?
Where will the Earth Mother reveal the Galeth?
In the temple, it will flow up out of the earth on a column of water, and as the water flows over the Galeth, it will become imbued with healing powers and refill the reservoir. At least, that is how the Templars have told us it happens. They're the only ones allowed to witness the miracle.
Who are the Templars?
They are the priests. Some say the Earth Mother gave them the secret of eternal life. But who would know? They almost never leave the temple. Only once have I ever seen one of them.
So if this is true, then I would probably throw an assumption here, right? If this is true, then it would be easy. This would easily explain why Elliot Sinclair had lived so long at this point.
Does the healing water really work?
Oh, yes. But non-natives are not allowed in the temple.
How does the battle end?
If the battle ends peacefully, the Earth Mother retains the Galeth, and the people of Atlantis enjoy many more years of life and good health. If not, the Earth Mother perishes, and Atlantis along with her. But we have been here longer than anyone can remember, and we have seen many Kalos Kalirs.
Why do you celebrate the Kalos Kalire?
Oh, there are many reasons, really. But most see the Kalos Kalir as an excuse to live life to its fullest before the end comes.
Very well.
Well, I should leave you to your work.
Earth's Mother's blessings.
So, Earth's Mother. I think I think based on what was going on there, there's a reference. So children referring to the sun and the moon, the battle referencing the solar eclipse that happens the next day, and the Earth's mother being planet Earth we stand today. What strange beliefs? Now I must go in as a Templar, see what happens.
Well, good morning. I'm surprised to see an Atlantean who is not at the festival. Well, my brother and I aren't, only because we have too much work to do before the Kalos Kalir celebration tomorrow.
Very well then, but I must ask.
Might I know your brother?
Perhaps. He is Telos, the potter, next door. I must warn you, he is grumpy because he has too much work to go to the festival. I think sometimes he forgets that sacrifice is the purest form of homage.
So fun fact, in the demo, the non-native interaction that we had earlier was not in it. This question right here and the strange reaction this lady gives, also not in the demo.
So why is everyone making such a fuss about the Kalos Kalire?
Shame on you. You were born here, you know its significance.
Okay. That question alone, if we had been here earlier as the Atlantean guard, then we would have, well, not gotten much information. But anyways.
I'm busy, eh? What could be so important that it can't be put off?
I have got to fill all these amphorae before the celebration, and then we must deliver them. It takes two of us to lift one. But, of course, it is only a small measure of my devotion. The Earth Mother's blessings can never be repaid.
Where are you delivering them to?
Some will go to residences and some will go to the temple, but most we will bring to the Colosseum. If you look closely, you will see they are stamped with the seals of their owners, so we know where to deliver them to.
Very well. See ya.
Well, I should leave you to your work.
Earth Mother's blessings.
So, leaving...
Those are black olives basking in the sun. Mediterranean cultures like the Minoans were able to cultivate their rocky fields to grow olive trees, creating a lucrative olive oil trade. From the amount here, I'd say that olives were one of the chief exports of Atlantis.
So before we go, I do have one more guys we can use, and that would be, hello. This man said he has a sister, and this is it. So, hello, I come to ask you a favor.
What are you doing here? I thought you wanted to go to the festival. How do you expect to find the time if you do not finish your work?
The last of my amphorae are in the kiln.
Well, should you not be watching them then?
Well...
Can you watch them for me?
Sorry, Telos, I do not have the time.
I see how siblings try to react. I mean, when my sister and I were younger, we almost did the same thing.
Are you busy?
Look around. All these amphorae must be filled before tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just go back to my shop then.
Maybe I can help you a little later, Telos.
So, going straight to the lady isn't gonna help. So what else do I do? Well, first off...
Well, there's me olive oil.
Indeed. But anyways, if we can't get the idea direct from the woman herself, we should go as the woman. Don't forget, we have a chameleon disguise.
could just be me, but I'm having trouble seeing the family resemblance between the potter and the olive oil vendor. Which one do you think looks like the mailman?
I can't tell either, but... Hi.
Tira, have you already finished making the olive oil? Oh, I envy you. I still have a dozen pots left in the kiln. They will not be ready for at least 3 hours. Meanwhile, I am stuck here with nothing to do but to wait and watch.
You say?
Stuck here? Is there somewhere that you need to go?
That is not funny. You know how I've been looking forward to the festival, and tomorrow is the last day.
Gee, that's too bad. With all this work you've got to do, it looks like you're gonna miss it.
You are enjoying this, are you not? Whatever did I do to deserve such treatment?
Okay, we've had enough fun with this guy. I think we have to send him off in a glory. Oh, but first, I'm gonna throw a little bit of a fake out.
Well, I'd better get back to my shop.
To your shop? Do you not mean the festival? It is all right. I understand.
I mean, family is still family. Am I right?
Tira, you're still here? If you have finished your work, why do you not go? You're not stuck here like me.
Fuck it, let's go.
Okay, I can take a hint. Go ahead, I'll watch the M4A.
Truly? Oh, thank you, Tira. Remember to turn them so that they do not crack.
I'm curious to know where exactly the guy went.
Looks like the potter already left with his own boat to the festival.
He just wanted to have some party time, I guess. There are actually some things we can do here while we're here. Like, first off, these things. But you know what's funny? Okay, I'm gonna do a thing here.
That oven looks interesting. Go poke your head inside and see if anything's cooking.
So here.
That smells like breakfast.
You sure about that, fam? But if we turn this wheel, does it? Remember he said turn it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he meant not turn it like that. Because you can see how the inner pots are actually like close to burning, and they could definitely crack at any moment. But we do have a thing we can put, and that raw clay. I could technically do it, but this looks like the only thing we could practically use to make our medallion. There's no other way we can do this. But before I do that, though, I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. And my idea involves going to this guy, real quick.
What is your destination, huh?
The temple.
I can take you there for 10 tremoy.
Here you go, sir.
I'm surprised. You're not at the festival? Oh, I thought everyone born on the island would be there today. But then, tomorrow is really the big celebration. So, at least you're not missing everything, you know.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna be enjoying it. So, see those two?
Okay, this is it. Hey, have a good day now.
So remember when we came back here and said no second-class citizens? Yeah, that's the thing. But now, this. Remember when we said come back as a first-class citizen? Or he didn't say that. It's mainly, we were a second-class citizen, that disguised. And he said no. But now, we're an Atlantean.
Your medallion, citizen?
What medallion?
If you do not know, you have no business being here.
I am now curious. I wonder if this... Okay.
Do you expect to gain entry with that? The real delivery is a dozen pots, 10 times that size.
It'll take more than karate pants to keep you from toilet papering the temple of the gods. Okay, so maybe this concoction might help?
This medallion is made out of clay. Do you take me for a fool? Tomorrow was not the Kalos Kalire, I would have you arrested for this sacrilege.
Interesting. So we do need that that in gold.
Oh, so where are we off to this time?
I'm gonna quickly go to the docks.
The dock.
That'll be 10 drachmae.
Because we have a thing I can do over there before we finish off. Yes, I'm aware the label picture's still on there. I'll try and get something out of it while I'm out.
All right, we've arrived. Thank you for your business, eh?
So I have a thing to do here. And this will be beneficial for a later time period. You'll see why. And I may be spoiling something because, like I said, we'll be using all the time periods to get this working.
Looks like Padro's left to fulfill his part of the Underground's plan. And it also looks like he left his bowl.
Ah, so he wasn't a beggar after all. He was actually, secretly resistance. As always. So I must now go back to the, location, because we're definitely going to need that for when we come back here next time. I'm going to actually have to go over there just for the sake of it, because, yeah, let's put it this way. Even though we need that location, we still need the medallion. I have a way of doing that, but it will take next time a couple more streams to do that.
The olive oil vendor's shop.
That'll be 10 drachmae.
So, chat, how are you doing tonight? Guys vibing, chillaxing?
Here it is. Up. Hey, take care of now, huh?
We'll be needing that later. But as far as I'm aware, guys, don't you think... Who knows? We might have a use for olive oil. Let me, What happened to our pitcher? Gotta go to bed. See you later. Silent, you have a good night. Thanks so much for stopping by. Please take care of yourself. The game just took away my frickin' pitcher, which I never actually used. Anyways, I do have another container I can use for this olive oil. And that is the actual bowl. So I lost my pitcher, apparently. I'm pretty sure we'll find some use for it, but for real. I need to remake my medallion before we end off, because that loss is nothing. Oh goodness. And back to the olive oil vendor. I do have to go in as somebody else for that, though. Because then I can do this. On the unfortunate, though, like I've said, the other ingredient that we need is not in this time period. We do have to go elsewhere for that. And that little adventure will have to come next time. So as far as saving is concerned, I'm going to play a little prank and actually take you guys to the one place. And actually save here. Because we're gonna see you guys next time on this adventure. I've already saved, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that is it for tonight's stream, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming on in. You guys are so heckin' sweet, so heckin' fresh, and I could not have asked for a better audience like yourselves. Stick around for send you off in a little raid before we do. Wall of Love coming on in with Malachi Greyfang 69 biddies, and then Cactus gifting 10 gifted subs, those going out to Blue the Lucariarch, Axel Silverfang, Mischief the Dominator, Mr. Roo, Delta Husky, Starfur21, 13th Seahawk, Darrow Huskers, Cult Maine Coon, and Loveless. If you guys have got a gift sub, make sure you give Cactus, or hopefully give Cactus a big heckin' thank you. And thank you guys so much for being your awesome selves, you heckin' sweet beans. And I'll be back tomorrow. We're continuing with the nostalgia and retro by going further in time to 2004. I'm gonna have one stream off for The Sims 2. At least one stream for myself. I don't know if I'll ever have something later down the line, but yeah, it's that. As for our raid target, where shall we go? I wonder. I might have a few ideas up my sleeve. I don't really see anybody in mind. I might have to unfollow a few beans. I think the only... Yeah. Kind of, busted on ideas. The only actual bean I can go to... I would go to Thomas, but I'll go to the other one that he likes to hang out with, who's a Proot, but currently streaming as a Nova Beast right now. And the game that he's playing, it's kind of on the strategy side. So yeah, I think we may have a plan to go in that direction, as long as this ad goes off. I mean, don't we all have our fair share of problems with ads? But in that case, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give our wonderful love to the wonderfully awesome Nitro Bladewing, currently playing Project Zomboid. This is the raid message that you are going out with. Go ahead and copy, but if you have my love emotes, but only copy the all caps and add your own love emotes before and after the all caps on the other off chance. And please make sure it's only the message. And if you guys still want my love emotes, go ahead and unlock what channel points down below. The redeem is called Choose Emote to unlock. Once it's unlocked, it is yours for 24 hours. Let me go ahead and make sure I get this. There we go. On that note, guys, make sure you guys go ahead and give Nitro the amazing Blueberry Porker love that you guys give me every single stream. Love you guys fucking much. You guys are fucking amazing. Keep being your awesome selves. I shall see you guys tomorrow for The Sims 2. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one and one more for the road.